Hi, my name is Paige Siper, and I'm the Chief Psychologist of the Siper Autism Center at Mount Sinai. Today I will be talking about the use of visual supports. Visual supports refer to a form of communication that uses pictures rather than words. Presenting information visually helps people process information more readily while decreasing demands on expressive and receptive language. We all rely on visual supports throughout our everyday lives, from the use of street signs to calendars to instructions about how to assemble a new toy or piece of furniture. Visual supports are easy to make. They're portable, they're generalizable across different environments, and most importantly, they can be individualized to a person's specific needs. Visual supports are appropriate for individuals of all ages and levels of functioning. It is important to consider the visual support hierarchy when determining which visual support to introduce first. The hierarchy ranges from concrete to abstract. Real objects represent the most concrete form of a visual support. For example, if you were offering somebody two choices for a snack, you might hold up a bag of chips and a bag of pretzels and allow them to choose their choice. The hierarchy then moves from objects to photos to pictures and ultimately to written words. Written words represent the most abstract form of a visual support. We recommend always pairing the written word with the visual support because we can't predict when someone will start to remember those written words. It is important to determine where someone is on the hierarchy to ensure that they've mastered more concrete steps before moving to more abstract steps. Today, I will describe 5 low-tech supports that can easily be made by parents, teachers, or therapists. To make the visual supports, all that is needed is paper, pencil, a computer is helpful, and also Velcro. The first visual support I will talk about today is called a first-then board. This is one of the most basic forms of a visual support. A first-then board tells an individual what they're expected to do now and what will happen next. In the first column, a visual is used to show the expected behavior. For example, working, eating, sitting. In the then column, a reinforcer is used to show what comes next, oftentimes a desired object or activity for the individual. First-then boards provide an introduction to sequencing, which is critical for the use of visual schedules. A visual schedule provides a sequence of events or a sequence of steps that someone needs to take to complete a particular action. Visual schedules tell people what to expect, which can decrease anxiety and increase the ease of transitions and flexibility. The first column represents actions to be taken, and the second column represents finished or completed actions. Allowing an individual to move the visual from the left column to the right column gives a sense of accomplishment, which serves as a reinforcer to move on to the next step. Social stories are another type of visual support. Similar to visual schedules, social stories provide a sequence of events. Social stories are often used ahead of time to let someone know what to expect in a new situation or how to behave in a new circumstance. For example, you might use a social story before going on a vacation or to a doctor's visit. You also might use a social story to explain personal boundaries or sharing. Social stories provide both steps and explanations about those steps. Token economy systems are another evidence-based visual support. The idea of a token economy system is to allow an individual to receive visual incentives, for example, a sticker, a smiley face, even a tangible token, throughout the completion of a task. Once the task is completed, a predetermined larger incentive is gained. To make a token economy board, place a picture of the larger reinforcer on top. The individual creating the board can then choose the number of empty boxes on the bottom. Each empty box gets filled with the visual incentive throughout the completion of the task. We recommend starting with just several empty boxes and increasing the number as the individual is able to attend for longer periods of time. Finally, visual cue cards are another form of a visual support that remind someone of expected behavior. Visual cue cards can be made from photos of the person actually engaged in the expected behavior or graphic images showing an individual engaged in the behavior. As individuals get older, we often recommend using technology to deliver visual supports. I've provided several resources at the end of the slideshow that corresponds with this video. I hope you find this video helpful.